If I had a 480 credit score and I need to start over so I can rebuild my credit so I can get a 740 or 800, this is exactly what I would do so that I can rebuild, and I ain't missing no steps at all. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull my official FICO scores. I'm not talking about your Vantage scores. I'm not talking about what Credit Karma is showing you. You need to see your FICO scores, which is your lendable scores that mortgage lenders look at, financing companies. Now that I have pulled my official credit reports, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to locate the negative items on my credit report. That way I can know exactly what needs to be removed. So when I say locate the negative items, I'm looking for collections, charge-offs, late payments, anything that is negatively impacting you from getting those approvals. You need to locate that so you can know exactly what you need to dispute. So now I know exactly the negative items. Now I'm going to start cleaning up my personal identifier section. A lot of people don't understand, like, you should not have too many name variations, too many addresses tied to you, any old employers. You need to have stability when it comes to your personal identifier section. This is also when you're trying to dispute and remove negative items. This is what the reporting agencies are betting off of to actually claim that they're validating the debt. I'm going to clean up my personal identifier section. I'm not about to go and freeze all the snitch bureaus. So the secondary other credit reporting bureaus, LexisNexis, Innovis, CoreLogic, Sage Streams. It's literally a list of about 25 plus other snitch bureaus. Everyone be so focused on Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian that they are even forgetting about all the other reporting agencies that are data sharing all our information. So now I'm going to move on to the negative items. So when it comes to the collections, I'm going to send a debt validation letter directly to the third-party debt collector who's claiming that I owe this debt. Okay, y'all need to validate that I actually owe this debt. Y'all need to also prove that you have rightful ownership to collect on this debt. Then I'm going to tackle my charge-offs. Charge-offs, I'm sending my factual dispute letters directly to the credit reporting agencies because that is still with the original creditors, so they haven't sold it to a third-party debt collector, which is why you're going to factual dispute to get those type of accounts removed from your credit report. Then I'm going to tackle the late payments. So any late payments, I'm using consumer laws. That's the thing. When it comes to credit repair and for you to see those actual results, I'm using consumer laws. I'm not using nothing amateur. I'm not using no chat GPT. I actually learned the laws. I learned what rights are in place for me as a consumer, and that is what I'm putting inside my letters. So once I have my letters drafted that is full of consumer laws and my rights that are set in place for me as a consumer, I'm ready to mail my letters out. I'm not sending none of my disputes via no Credit Karma. That's such a rookie move. So now that I don't send my dispute letters out, now I'm going to just let disputes marinate and cook. I know the credit bureaus have 30 days by law to investigate and to look into what I am putting them on notice stated is inaccurate that I want for them to remove those accounts. So I ain't going to keep checking my credit report every other day, every week. No, 30 days, and I'm going to sit and I'm going to focus on something else that's important when it comes to my debt or either my healthy financial habits. So while I am waiting on those results to come back, I'm going to start working on paying down my credit cards. I'm making sure the utilization is staying to 10%. Get it out your mindset that your credit card should be 30%. That's still considered too high in the eyes of lenders. So if you have any credit card debt, I'm paying those cards down. I'm putting extra. I'm using the snowball method. And then once I get it there, I'm maintaining it. I'm knowing how to actually utilize my credit cards. And again, by the statement date, that utilization always going to be between a 1 to 10%. And the last thing that I know, as I am rebuilding my score, I'm not going to compare my credit journey and my credit profile to the next person. I'm also not going to listen to anyone that states, hey, I can fix your credit in 4 days. I can fix your credit in 7 days. You can fix your credit in 14, 30 days. It's not true. Again, if you got to think about it, you have had debt for years. You have had all these negative accounts for years. If it was that easy, trust everybody will be walking around with good credit and have everything that they know that they are destined for. And so I hope y'all found this video very helpful. If you want to get to the 700 Club, drop 700 in the comments. If you're already in the 700 Club, looking to get to the 800 Club, or also want to get that good credit profile, because it's all about the credit profile, make sure you drop 800 in the comments. Again, the goal is to have good credit. You still have time. We got 4 months left inside of this year. Make that step so that you get in that credit profile and credit score that you know that you're destined for. You still have time to close on at home. You still have time to end the year with that dream car that you have always wanted.